Okay, so by the time you guys are probably seeing this, Valentine's Day, what happened yesterday? So how was your Valentine's Day? Because call me that's a rip. Because I'm predicting the future, and it's gonna be me on my bed on Valentine's Day. It's gonna be me by myself. I already see my future, and it ain't bright for that day. Another Valentine's single. That's okay. That's okay. I see me doom scrolling. I see me watching a streamer probably on my TV on Saturday. But you know what? That's okay. Because with that comes a relationship. And sometimes, you know, relationships ain't as great as everyone makes them, you know? There's some ups, there's some downs, there's some in-betweens, and there's some outs. So getting into today's topic, we're going to be reading some crazy ex stories from Reddit. Because not all relationships are rainbows or sunshines. Some of them are crazy, and that's what we're going to be reading today. So, without further ado, let's read some of these crazy stories. Let's go. In high school, I broke up with this guy, and he ended up walking to my house drunk and barefoot in the middle of the night, the middle of January, and climbed on my roof to knock on my bedroom window, and asked me to take him back. No ladder in sight. No idea how he did it. You dating Spider-Man? Like, are you dating a parkour expert? Because at that point, you know, crackheads and drunk people, especially when they're hurt, are very scary people. They're capable of things the average person are not. Maybe while you're drunk, while you're off it, you're channeling something that when you're sober you can't. But some of these crackheads be doing some of the most craziest shit. Same with drunk people. They be just doing shit that you're like, how the hell did you do that? So I could say that. Because, you know, sometimes if there's no way to get to that bedroom and he did that, baby, you gotta lock them windows. Because he might come back. So, be careful. I'm going to kill myself if you break up with me. I have so many friends that have dealt with men like this, and that's a mental illness. It is. It's a manipulation. So ladies, if you're in, or gentlemen, or anybody, if you're in a relationship and someone is telling you that, 90% of the time they're just saying that to try to manipulate you to not going. Maybe it'll be the truth, but you know what? You can't be in a relationship like that, because that's just crazy. Unless you like that shit, you know, people love a crazy relationship too. So it all depends on you. Personally, me, you're in a manipulative relationship and you gotta go. You gotta run. You gotta run for the hills, as St. McRae would say. Last summer, I went on a 26-mile bike ride with my best friend in the middle of a 90-degree day. Came back home completely fucking exhausted and beat. Woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of my front door lock trying to be shimmied. I instantly knew who what it was. Next thing I know, my ex was in my room beating me because she found out I slept with someone from my job. We had been broken up for like 3 months by then. I was so physically exhausted and sore, I couldn't do anything but lay there and take the beat. Well, yes, as you should, because she should have beat you even harder. I forgot to look at that. Sorry for that intermission. But like I was saying, you probably deserve that. You probably were cheating while in the relationship. I don't know the story, but I mean, I know there's some crazies, but honestly, well deserved. Well deserved. And kudos to the girl that broke that broke in and beat the shit out of you, because you know, sometimes why let karma take control when you could just take over karma? I don't believe in that, because I believe then karma is gonna get me 10 times worse. But you do you. And sometimes, you know, love does crazy things. So, as a teenager, I dated a girl who had fits of rage and anxiety. You know, sometimes the men do drive you crazy. So, was the girl crazy? Or were you making her crazy? But you know, I mean, sometimes the Hawk is crazy. Turning back to Bruce Banner is crazy. You know, sometimes y'all be fucking with girls bad like that. I mean, like I say, I don't know the full stories. Like, he could be trying to minimize his actions, you know? But so what if she turned into Bruce? You know? You probably made her turn into the fucking Hulk. So don't push the bear. Don't poke the bear if you're not ready to get bit. Next one. My last ex was so angry about me getting a new boyfriend, my husband now, that he tried to get in on my MSN. I assume he wanted to mess things up for me and make my friends hate me or something, since that was our way of communication back then. Back then, MSN would send a mail for each tried password, so that's how I was able to figure out it was him, since he tried my favorite bands and my cat's name. He had no idea my password was actually his favorite band. Bitch. His favorite brand? Your password was his favorite brand while you were with a new boyfriend that's currently now your husband. Got it. Got it. So you liked it. You liked it. You did. He tried 19 times before he gave up. Well, there's bigger fish to fry, because if you never change your password after you broke up and it was something related to your ex, anything related to your ex that you keep, you know, over your ex, you were probably loving seeing him trying to get into your account. I'm not gonna lie. Sue me, sue me, sue me. But not saying too much, but your ex was your password. Something of your exes was your password while you are with your current boyfriend slash husband now. Got it. Got it. I was cheating on my ex-girlfriend and she got mad I didn't want to fuck her. On a particular day, an argument ensued. She got out of the car, walked in the middle of the street and started yelling, "Why don't you just..." Sometimes it is that serious. So yo, why don't you fuck me? It's crazy. Honestly, honestly, you might be the crazy one, because why didn't you just go fuck your girlfriend? And what did cheating have to do with, you know, because why didn't you fuck her? Because sometimes it is that serious. Why aren't you? I mean, clearly he was cheating, so he probably wasn't even emotionally or physically into her anymore, but why don't you fuck me in the middle of the street is crazy. You gotta love women. You do. I love a crash out girl. Like, look at how Hurricane Huda, look, Hurricane Huda. We all love a crash out girl. They're fun, they're entertaining. And you know what? I'm always with the girl's rights and wrongs. I was dating this girl as a teenager, never really amounted to anything. Then was married for 13 to someone else. Then I run into her again. She's married with 2 kids, but it turns out she was cyber stalking me all those years. We eventually hooked up in a hotel room. We realized we were better off without each other. She wasn't even a good fuck. Ugh, shaking my head. 1. Okay. 2. How did you know she was stalking you? 3. Wasn't a good fuck, but she still fucked. 4. Wait a fucking minute. Bitch. See, this is what I get into. A different me about a lot of men are. Most women aren't good fucks, if I'm being honest. Okay, then fuck a guy. Fuck a guy. I'm sure you have, and that's why you're saying that. Sorry, that was one of the comments, you know. Most women aren't good fucks, if I'm being honest. Bitch, shut the fuck up. And I bet you barely fucked any. Please. Threw a cast iron skillet at my head because I took my stepsister to lunch. Bitch, are you okay? See, you know, some relationships, from experience myself, where it's a little weird when your partner is very territorial and doesn't even trust you to go out with your family. You know, I've experienced, not me personally, but like family, where they dated someone and they don't even want them to be close to their family. And that's weird as fuck to me. So if you're in one of those relationships, get the fuck out. That's all I could say, because that shit is crazy. Stepsister, like what? She must have watched too much and had an idea that something else might happen or something, because that is crazy for you to take out your stepsister and get a fucking skillet thrown at you. Oh my god, what? Oh my god. Threatened to kill me multiple times. That's I was gonna say, isn't that every relationship? But probably not healthy ones, probably toxic ones. But I mean, I don't know, I hear a lot of stories. I hear too much. See, also being single, you're like almost like a coach. You know, you're never in a relationship, so you never tap in. But everyone comes for you for advice, or they rant to you, and you hear the most craziest shit from people in relationships. Like, there's so much crazy stories I've heard. She created not one, but a group of fake accounts on Instagram of people and relationships between them and family connections. Bitch, this is gonna be crazy. What the fuck? And all that, like 20 profiles. First to flirt with me and get me to cheat. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. Get me to cheat. So it didn't happen. Force and get me to cheat. So that means she got you. Right? Am I tweaking? No, because first to flirt with me and get me to cheat. didn't have, let me finish reading. And then after she dumped me, she did it again, multiple fake accounts, to stalk me and my family for months. That's crazy. I thought you were gonna say she did that, she catfished you, she like manipulated you some, like she created a whole scenario and this girl was like had a whole fake life. Like some Brooke Schofield type shit with what was that guy? The guy that literally was like the whole drama that blew her up. Although she was, but you know, the guy that he faked his whole family death and all that. That's some that type shit, because to make all them fake accounts with family connections and all that, crazy. People are fucking crazy. People are fucking crazy. Let's read the final one. Ex-wife thought I was cheating. I wasn't. She burned all of my stuff on the all of my stuff on the front lawn, including all my pre-digital era photos. Those photos still piss me off. You know, I would say if she was right. No, deserve it. But if you really swear and you're being so truthful that you did not cheat, sorry. I mean, should you ever do that? No. But you know, like I said, sometimes people take karma into their own hands. So maybe she did that, but that's crazy. You know, I don't believe in doing stuff like that. Even if the person does you, you know, I have not been in a situation like that to know what I would do, but I don't think I would. But I'm also fucking Cancer and I'm fucking crazy, I will admit. But I don't think I would do any of that. I might key your car. Anyways, no, I'm joking. That's crazy. Burned all my stuff on the front lawn. And you didn't cheat, that's crazier. If you're so truthful. I feel like these should be lessons of don't piss off a woman. It's just that simple. If you don't piss off a woman, if you don't cheat on a woman, if you don't even make a woman have to question you, crazy shit wouldn't happen to you. That's the lesson. Like, be more loyal, be more faithful, and if you think you are, you're not. Be more. Some of these were fucking crazy. Oh my god. From creating fake pages to throwing shit in your front lawn and burning it. See, this is what I be looking for. You know, for my Thanksgiving, for my Christmas one, I think, or the New Year's one that I did. See, I was craving shit like this, crazy shit. And leave it to an ex to not disappoint. Leave it to a crazy ex to not disappoint, because that's exactly what I did. I ate it up. Boom! This did what it needed to do. I was intrigued. These stories were good. I might fucking do another part 2 because crazy ex stories. That was today's video. It ate down. Bitch, I love these stories. These stories were crazy, drama, and just what I needed. Just what I needed. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean